honestly prefer a peaceful life. Y'all have no idea. I can seriously do without the attention and all of those things. I like my peace. I preserve my peace. And yeah. Okay, so I've just finished I think that was chapter 10 in that Lost in Human Nature book. And they was talking about envy. Now, it's not that I don't agree with what's being stated. What I don't agree with is that, like, conditioning normalizes things like envy and judgment and separation. And again, these are things that can also be proven from things like when we were children, we were pushed into going into sports, and there was always a better opponent. And same thing with academics. There was always someone smarter than somebody. Same thing with behavior. Unless you behave well, then you weren't a good citizen. And it's just like, literally our whole life we were pushed into certain things, making somebody bigger than who they are and better than the next person and all of these things. And this is just not the way that life is supposed to be. This is not what living is. There's enough abundance for everybody in the world. There's enough everything for everybody to be successful and wealthy and live well and have fulfilling lives. And it's like, this is not the reality that we live in because of conditioning. Envy is not something that is normal. No, it is something that was nurtured a lot more than being a good team player and things like this. And it's just like, I can't believe that people be trying to gaslight themselves out of really accepting how we grew up. What are you talking about? From competing with your siblings' attention at home, competing with your peers' attention at school, competing in sports to be the best, competing in sports so you can make it to the lead. Life has been made into a competition from childhood to adulthood. And this is why envy is a very big thing. This is why the ideology isn't that we can all win. It's that only a certain amount of people deserve to win. No, absolutely not. Only a certain amount of people deserve to have a good life. No, absolutely not. And these are the ideations and things that have to change in order for us to thrive as humans, and like through humanity and things like this. Like, this is important. This is so important and it's necessary. And like, I don't feel as if I'm envious of anything, because there's nothing that I can't have. There's nothing that I can't get. No matter what my life looks like, I understand what I'm dealing with, and I know what I have proven. And I keep telling y'all, this is definitely not the end for me. And my life is going to be great, certainly. And everybody else can have those same great life. It don't stop at intelligence. It don't stop at anything. Yes, I was definitely more willing to, like, invest what I needed to in order to create change in my life. But things is changing whether y'all like it or not. Everybody is going to be forced to change into uncomfortable positions because the system is not staying. It can't stay. It needs to be dismantled because it was created for discriminatory purposes and separation purposes and envious purposes and in patriarchy and all of those things, and the ideology that someone is above somebody else. No. My intelligence don't even need to place me above anybody else. I'm not the only person capable of being intelligent. And intelligence doesn't belong to something with a title. People can be smart without having a title. People can be kind without being acknowledged for it. I should just do the fucking things because this is the right thing to do. I'm not one for attention. I don't need acknowledgement to honor my purpose. I'm going to honor my purpose because it's the right thing to do, and everybody has me fucked up, and I know the law. And I know what I experienced was wrong and illegal, and I know that I've proven it. I still don't want attention. I just want that law to be honored until I can go on with my life. This is not rocket science for me. This is very simple things for me, and the world is definitely changing for the better, but it just makes me sad, especially reading books and things like this, and it's like, It's how things are normalized when none of this is normal. When this has been a very big part of conditioning and intentional, and nonetheless, these are things that we are definitely going to change. But yeah, and think about it. Like, I don't know, like, there's no point of being envious about something that you can get yourself, unless you just feel as if that's not something that you can do. But that's a you problem. The only person that's adding limits and restraints mentally, physically, emotionally to individuals is ourselves. It doesn't necessarily matter what the government is implying. When the government is telling you lies, when the system is telling you lies. But you have to know these things in order to really be able to create some lasting change in your life. And, live sovereignly and take your power back and just honor yourself. Everybody deserves to be honored and poured into and fulfilled and loved. These are not fucking privileges. And that's just something I guess that the world has to learn as well.